Hi Gina, so this is order 3775 for a general reading. Thank you so much for all your support, like holy bananas. So this is going to be multiple decks. I am going to pause in between shuffling. I have my computer here behind us, and that's where I'm focusing getting your energy from. I would recommend to watch this by yourself first, and then if you wish to share it with others, then you are more than welcome to. It is your reading. It's however you want to run it. So if you would like to pause it and come back to it, you're more than welcome to. If it seems like it's getting too much, just, again, pause, come back. You can rewatch it as many times as you wish. Sometimes I have a feeling that I'm going to ask you to rewatch this at some point. I don't know why I have that feeling. Also, please let me know how this resonates with you, just so that I know that I had the appropriate energy. I feel very like very tired, very heavy, very like just, you know, like I just want to go home and just crash. That's just how I'm feeling right now. So this deck that I have that I've been shuffling, it's one of my newer decks. So I've only used it a couple times. So far it has been resonating with everybody that I've used it with, but please let me know, just so that again, I know that everything's working. You know what I mean? Because as you may know, I'm working quite a bit. So I just want to make sure that everything's still resonating with everyone. Oh, how my cards tend to come out for me too, because every card reader is a little bit different, is they come out like past, present, and future. So the future is not set in stone. This is energy that I'm reading as of right now in this moment. So as soon as you start making decisions, then things may change. Okay. The other thing too is, again, it's your life. It's however you wish to live it. It's totally up to you how you want to take the information. If you want to take the information, all those sorts of lovely things. Okay. So the first card tends to set like the tone of the reading. You have judgmental. So this one here is like, it can be about like superficial. It can be about subjective. It could be about like judgmental towards yourself, judgmental towards others. I feel like it's almost subconscious for you. It's like you don't really mean it, but in that moment, it just kind of comes to you. So how I'm viewing that, if you hear something too, it's my cat playing. It's like if you see somebody walking on the street, or if you just meet somebody, you have that initial reaction internally, I think most of us do, of the judgment thing. But then you kick yourself in the ass for it, because you're kind of like, oh, why did I think that about that person? That's so like not me. And why? I think that you are really hard on yourself. Okay. So you gotta kind of, I'm getting goosebumps. You gotta kind of be gentle on yourself. Okay. Everybody has a little bit of judgment towards others. It's human nature. Okay. So stop being so hard on yourself when that comes. And I think that goes for yourself as well. You are very, very hard on yourself. I feel like, especially when you're like getting ready to go out, whether it just be for groceries, or whether it be for work, or whether it be for with friends, those sorts of things. You're very judgmental on how you look and present yourself towards others. So you gotta, again, it's your life. It's however you wish to live it. If they want to view you differently for how you want to be, that's their problem, not yours. You're being who you are meant to be. Okay? So I'll say that again. You are meant to be who you're meant to be. You are not being someone else. You shouldn't pretend to be somebody else. So why would you want to be somebody else? Let this sink in for a minute. Nosy came out next. So Nosy is about like snooping, curiosity, learning. I think that you've just been really kind of exploring different sides of yourself, different versions of yourself. And it's not necessarily, again, nosy towards others. It's like just within yourself, you're trying to find who you are and where you fit in and where you're kind of going spiritually, as well as like within your life. You know what I mean? Because you're very indecisive. You're very kind of like, okay, I kind of want to go here, but no, that doesn't seem right. So now I want to go over here. I don't know. So then you like try and have like 5 million things that you're trying to do at the same time. So you're very torn. You're very uncertain. You're very like, you need to commit. You need to commit to one thing, concentrate on that, learn that, and then move on to the next thing on your list. Because I feel like, again, that moon cycles is one that I don't know why I said moon cycles, but like you're trying to maybe learn about astrology or the moon phases and what they represent and how you can use them to within your life, those sorts of things. And it just feels like you're getting a lot of downloads on things for it, but at the same time you're like trying to do other things. Concentrate on one thing at a time. Okay, Toxic came out sideways. Now when my cards come out sideways like this, it's like they're in reverse, but it's like past, present, and future. So toxic can be a few things. It can be like chaos, it can be harsh, it can be unhealthy, it can be like a toxic partner, it can be a toxic person in your life. You could be the toxic person towards yourself, those sorts of things. So again, since it's in reverse, I feel like there was something that was toxic in your life, but you've kind of reworked it so that you're minimizing the chaos and you're minimizing how it's affecting you as a whole. You are becoming healthy from it. You know what I mean? Like that's how I'm viewing that. Let me know how that resonates. Wicked came out next. So Wicked is about like whoever this toxic person was, they might be very spiteful towards you. They might be like kind of like put off by you. They could be like sending you evil eye stuff. So how evil eye tends to work is, I don't know if you know this, so you can intentionally set an evil eye on someone. So with spell work and those sorts of things. I'm not saying that's happening to you. It's just an example. But if you have, perfect example, if you have a promotion, okay, and somebody feels like it was supposed to be them, that person doesn't deserve that promotion. So internally they're like, ugh, what the hell? Like, it shouldn't have been me. It shouldn't have been that person or a raise or those sorts of instances where they are very jealous of that person who got it that they think they should have had. They can throw the evil eye at that individual without even really realizing it. So that's how it's mostly spread, is the jealousy factor, okay? So just keep a logical mind and kind of keep your ears out and things. So I think that you've had some crystals either break or go missing too. I have no idea why I just said that. I saw like a black crystal of some sort. I don't know if it was black tourmaline or black obsidian. Maybe it was onyx. I don't know. But I saw a crystal like in my head flash for a minute, but I don't know what happened to it. So again, Logical came out next. So Logical is again about like, is it justifiable? Should we be sending back stuff? Should we be cleansing and doing those sorts of things? This moment, yes. I would say if you haven't cleansed for a while, yourself and your environment, I would do like a banishing, cleansing, and protection on your environment, and then do a cleansing on yourself. So I have videos on that too. I'm going to be right back. I think that's the vet about my kitty. Nope, wasn't. Never mind. Okay, so again, if you feel like there's something that's kind of amiss and something that's just not quite right, then I would recommend to do like either an egg cleanse or a smoke cleanse or a sound cleanse or a spiritual bath or something like that to kind of get rid of that stuff, okay? I feel like you've been very emotional, possibly very like up and down emotions. Like 1 minute you're really like happy go lucky bubbly, and then someone says something and then the next thing you know your mood has totally changed. So I feel like you are very affected by some individuals. I don't think you're an empath. I'm not picking up empath vibes. I'm thinking you're very empathetic towards individuals. So you're not actually taking on the characteristics of that individual, but you are feeling for that individual. So I feel like you're very wear your heart on your sleeve kind of individual too. The bottom of the deck is emotionally unavailable. So this is about like being very closed off, very distant from some others. And I think that comes from the Judgment card from the very beginning, because you are, again, wanting to kind of not please everybody, maybe please everybody, but you want everybody to live like happy, harmoniously. You don't want to like cause any rifts in anything. So you're just not putting yourself out there anymore. You kind of just kind of like, this is me on the inside, but on the outside, you want to project something different. So you need to stop being closed off. Stop being so closed off and unreachable. Stop being distant towards some other individuals. I think you know who it is. And open yourself up a little bit and then see what happens. But again, it's your life. It's however you wish to live it. Let me grab another deck. I'll be right back. Okay, as I was shuffling, you are a very organized person, aren't you? You have to have order. You like organizing. You want to like have everything in its place. If something isn't in its place, you're just like, I need to move it. I need to move back to where it needs to be. Like that's what I saw. You just like organization. And if something is kind of out of order, then you're like, okay, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? Okay. Ah! That card's flying everywhere. Okay, some of this is reiterating the first deck. So the first thing is receive and open. So you just gotta, again, open yourself up a little bit more and be who you're meant to be. Fate and detours and divine intervention, and came out in reverse. So I feel like if there was something on the table as far as like, my ear's ringing, as far as like helping you along to get you to your proper path, I feel like you missed the signs that it will come around again, okay? But don't panic. So this is about like, again, this divine intervention. They were just like, okay, well, she's not seeing it, so let's just wait on it for right now, okay? So remember, and then toxicity came out together. So this is reiterating the first deck, okay? So it's those patterns. It's like you're being triggered by those sorts of things. Even though you've left it in the past, you still feel bound by it. You still feel like you're still clinging on to it. So you need to, again, take that control back so that you can feel a lot better. But again, be logical about it, okay? So just make sure that, again, you're doing it for the right reasons and you're going about it the right way, okay? Again, closed off, guarded, resistance. So you're being, again, that judgmental card. It's kind of reiterating that judgmental card. You're being superficial, maybe. You're being closed off towards other individuals. Facade and beliefs came out with alchemy and ancestors. So the facade and beliefs, it can mean one of a couple things. That can mean, notice how the face is kind of off and it's kind of like robotic, like there's wires and things. So this could mean that you're just kind of, again, kind of robotic, going with the flow, kind of like, this is what I'm expected of. This is how I'm supposed to present myself. So you're putting up this facade. You're putting up this mask towards other individuals that you are not that person. And then the ancestor guides with the alchemy. The alchemy is basically blending of energies, making something into something else. So you need to take that mask off, as I kind of mentioned before. Be your own person and have those beliefs strong with you so that you know where you stand, and know that you are who you're meant to be. Okay. And again, your ancestor guides are there to kind of help you. Okay. So they will be probably sending you signs and stuff. When you start seeing the signs, then it's going to be like, oh, aha moment. All right. I totally get it now. Because you will have your gifts start coming out more, and you will have more abundance. You will have something more to celebrate. You will be feeling more at peace with yourself. But at the same time, you gotta, again, get rid of whatever this was. Don't forget it. Forgive it. Acknowledge it. Leave it in the past. I know it's a lot easier to say than what it is to do. Been there, done that, still there. Okay? So try not to be too nostalgic about things that have happened in the past, because if you're living in the past, then you're bringing it into your future. I learned that the hard way too. So again, you got a lot going on, and a lot of it is here. I think you're having trouble sleeping too. So try and rest your mind. Try and jot things down. Journal a little bit just to get it out of your system so that you feel a lot better afterwards. So that you can rest your mind, so that you can, when you go to bed, kind of just chill and relax, and it's not racing over and over and over in your mind because you've gotten it out, hopefully. Okay. Bottom of the deck is past, lack, and suffering. So I feel like if you don't do something about this toxic thing, and kind of leave it in the past, maybe you're in counseling, I don't know, but kind of, again, come up with coping mechanisms to kind of help you get through this stuff. Because even though you feel like you've gotten over it, subconsciously you haven't, because it keeps coming up in my reading. Okay, so you gotta, again, kind of just take it by the horns and get rid of it, kind of deal. But again, it's easier said than done, because the bottom of the deck after the past and lacking is the air sign. So, and the ace card. So the ace card in tarot is like new beginnings, newfound hope, those sorts of things, and new awakenings, and like those sorts of mentalities with the ace cards. So like each one is a little different, but that's how I'm feeling with this, is that once you kind of maybe get rid of this, then you will have a new beginning and those sorts of things. But things are kind of just up in the air right now. So let me know how this resonates with you. But don't worry about how you feel that you're projecting onto individuals or how they're reflecting back on you. Because again, you're your own individual, and yes, their opinion may hurt a little bit. But I think that you have a tough skin and you can get through this if you come to be who you're meant to be. So, some of this might be a little hard to hear. Relook at this, in maybe a couple months time and see how far you've actually come with it. I just split the deck and it was epiphany and breakthrough. So see how far you've come in the next couple months. And I feel like you will have grown a little bit from now until then. So let me again know how it is. Thank you again for all your support. You are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your patience with this reading as well. So take care of yourself, and I shall talk to you later. Bye.